Hey, everybody. I want to show you today, just yesterday on Facebook Marketplace here locally, we sold a very expensive glass and brass dining table. It was just a table with no chairs, but it is an example of what do you do with a non-performing thing. So I'm going to start by showing you the table itself. I went into my own thing and I looked it up. So as you can see here on Walmart.com, it is a table, and I'm going to click on this to show you. It's just this table, meaning even at $1,200, it doesn't come with the chairs. You can get chairs but from the company, but you have to buy them separately. This is a $1,200 table. So let's say that we spent $1,212 on it, and we like to spend about 20 cents on the dollar, or better, hopefully, but let's call it 20 cents on the dollar. So that would be $242.40. Ideally, of course, I would love to sell this thing for $500 so that I could double my money, but that's not always the case. Some things just don't sell, and there's nothing, to get your money back, it has to sell, or you've got to get your money back and get back out of it. So in this case, I want to show you in the auction site, when we listed this table, we had several of them that came in stock. So as you can see, they were never great performers. So here it is here. Okay, so we sold one and I made a little bit of money. Now I have a buyer's premium. So this one sold for $320 plus about $40 in fees. So about $370. So I made a little money there, but as you can see, it was never a great seller. This one's about where I was breaking even. And then, by the end of it, how many people in my town want a glass and brass coffee table only that's very expensive? Apparently not too many. So this one, as you can see, that's no good. So I decided rather than to lose any more money, I would go and list it on Craigslist and Facebook. And this is some of the conversations with one of the buyers. At this point, we were asking $275. And $275 is, I believe what we sold it for. I'm looking to see if we did any, lowering on that, and I don't think so. So again, 275, which, as you know, that's, by the time I have the time in it and the ads and stuff, that's easily what I have in it. But what can I do? I need my money back so that I can go buy something that's better. So that's a copy of a conversation of the buyer and the seller. I did get my $275. So I listed this item. And once again, it was a very expensive. I'm certain that I didn't like the item itself on the truckload. I like better stuff than that. But when you're buying like me by the truckload, and in your case, even by the pallet or pallets, you're going to have to take the good with the bad. You're going to get broken stuff and stuff like this. That's perfectly fine. Thank goodness it didn't come in shattered, but the only thing I could really do at this point was to get my money back and then try again. So as you can see from the real live, and I'm going to try to hide the privacy of my person that sent this to me. But the date, anyway, when I have this data was, just today, just yesterday when it sold. So I just kind of wanted to prove to you that, we can sell the things, even if they're not great. Obviously what we want to do is make a profit, but, in some cases, you get your money back and you move on. So I'm going to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that's how this one was. We had it on, I believe, Craigslist and on Facebook Marketplace. Again, you can have Shopify stores, offer up local stuff. I definitely suggest going local for this reason. Do you want to ship this thing cross country? And if you do, and if the glass breaks, what do you do? So there's obviously risk in everything, but on most items we make money. But in theory, if we were looking at that Keter 9x7 shed, see if I can show you, if I can give you a update on that. Keter 9x7 miner shed, it's coming up because I've showed you this in my training before. So this is the one, I believe, that we have listed. Okay. They have reduced it because it's the end of the season to $1,800, but on Amazon, go to Amazon on that. Okay. On Amazon, it's funny. It's gone down on Keter, but it's gone up on Amazon. All right. So just to give you a quick recap on this, I'll go back and show you the story on this guy. All right. I'm going to go to my, Come on, Amy girl. Sorry, guys. I'm not super duper high tech, but I'm going to learn for you. Let's go home. I want to go home. Oh, sweetie. Okay. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to show you my orders. Okay, I'm going to scroll down, excuse me, guys, to my orders. Okay, I'm going to scroll down to my orders and I'm going to find you this listing. Here we go. This is the sheds that I purchased. Okay, now I spent $1,400, which for me is high. But what I hadn't realized is that Costco was selling these for $14.99, but everybody else in the world, as you just saw, is selling them for about $2,000. So I bought 2 sheds, and I actually had a third that I probably bought better. But so for this case, it's looking like when we go back and see what I actually paid for these 2 sheds, you can see the picture, it's the same shed. I bought this order, okay, and I paid a total of $1391.39. And again, that was 2 sheds that was on this thing. I could pull up the manifest and all that. So if I paid $1,400 for 2 sheds, I paid $700 for each of those 2 sheds. What I then did, because I knew I had a third, it was from a different order, but to keep your life simple, I'm going to tell you that I have 3 identical sheds, and I did. And I paid $700 for each. I think I probably paid less on the other one, but I know I didn't pay more because I normally don't spend that kind of money. I'm going to go back and show you the order details so you can see this was the pallet. As you can see, they're clearly brand new. So I paid a little bit more than I normally would, but as you can see, I'm selling a brand new product. Costco sent these back because it's now winter and they don't want them on their site anymore. And let's see, I'm going to show you something else here. We're going to go look on the Costco site and I'll show you what I mean. So let's say that you wanted a shed at this time of year and you thought, well, you know, they're less expensive at Costco. Maybe so. But, and again, you can also see that I paid $320 for shipping on that deal. Let me show you. Obviously, this spreadsheet or manifest is going to be very small because it only had 1 item on it. But I'm going to tell you Costco's item number on this. I'm going to go back into my internet and I'm going to go to regular old Costco.com as if I was trying to buy this shed as a Costco member, right? Costco wholesale. We'll see if the item number comes up. It's interesting. Costco can, yep, there it is. They scrub their internet sometimes, so it makes it a little bit tricky. But so in this case, okay, look, in this case, it would have been $14.99. But again, you'd have to be a Costco member, all of that stuff. Let's see if I add it to my cart. So I just wanted to see if it was in stock or out of stock. So again, I thought, oh my gosh, I spent a lot of money, but it's that much on Costco. But how many of your buyers have Costco memberships? And again, you're still selling it for less than Costco. And again, remember this too. Let's say that I did go down to Costco and I bought it new. I got to pay sales tax on that, right? So that's 1,500 times in my area here, 8.265% sales tax. So that grand total would be $1,623. Okay, that's the best price I could find it on at Costco.com, and it would take a couple days to get there. Maybe 5 days because they're going to ship it. If it's free shipping, they're going to, ship it but it's not available for same day delivery because they don't have it in stock anymore. I bought it off the shelves because they needed it off the shelves. So it might take a couple days to get there, whatever. But of course I have it in stock now, but you can see right here, it's $14.99. And then when we go back to wherever the, Amazon listing was, and I won't go over that, I won't worry about that too much. But when we saw it on Amazon, as you saw, it was $21.99, right? So get back here. Give me 1 second, guys. I've always got so many windows open. Okay, getting back here. All right, so back to this guy. So I had 3 of them, and they each cost me $700. We have them listed here locally for $1,200 each. I actually think we might have them listed at $1,250, but if people say, hey, will you take $1,000? We're saying you can't do that, but I can take, $1,200 if you want to pay cash, $1,200 if you want to pick up on Thursday at 4 p.m., whatever it is that also benefits you. for that $50 savings, then negotiate with your people. So we had 3 of the same shed. I didn't put up 3 listings, I put up 1. The good news is if Sally and Steve and Joe all contact me and they say, is it available? I can say, yes, yes, yes. It is still available. I have 3 of them. I did 1 listing because I have multiple units. Now, we have a deposit on 1 and I'll keep you posted, but spoiler alert, we're going to sell all 3. If I sold them at the $1,200 that I'm asking, that's $3,600, right? That's $3,600. Now, as you may recall, I'm in them $700 a piece. So that's $2,100. That means I'm going to make on those 3 sheds and that 1 listing $1,500. Now I'm going to pay my guy that helps me sell it and meets with the people and brings me the cash and all that stuff. And I'm going to pay him out. So let's say that I'm going to pay him, $500. I'm not, but let's say that those are my expenses because he works for me, whatever. Then that means I'm still making on that 1 thing that they'll be gone in a month. In a month, that's $1,000 on those sheds. And also, you're not going to be paying somebody $400 right away. You might be paying your kid or the neighbor down the street or somebody that can help you do the listing so that you don't have to deal with all the back and forth correspondence if you want. You certainly don't have to, and I'll show you how to do all that too, so that you can sort of batch it and be in control. But let's say that you weren't paying your guy, and I don't know that I'm even paying him $400, but if so, then look, he makes good money, and then I still have $1,000. But if you had that $400 or $500 left over, that would pay for your storage unit, pay for you to have them deliver it with the truck with a lift gate, pay for your friend Steve, who you're going to give $100 bill to come over and help you get them unloaded, whatever you're going to do. There's expenses there. So you're still walking away with good money after your expenses. So once again, these sheds will sell. And let's just say that I had to sell the next one. This one's at $1,200. Let's say the next one's at $1,100. And then the next one I sell, because I'm like, you know what? I just want to turn my money. I sell at $1,000. Those 3 sales would be $3,300. And again, I am in them $2,100. So that still leaves, that still leaves what, $1,200 in profit? Again, I'm going to pay my little assistants who help me do it because I don't want to deal with customers all the time asking the same questions about dimensions and stuff, but it's fine. I just have someone else doing it. I could keep the money and do it myself, no problem. But so that's to make money. And again, let's look at it from the buyer's perspective. This person comes and spends $1,200. If they don't have a Costco membership, then they can't even get it for the $1,623. So if they're going to order it off of Amazon, I'm so sorry that I'm so low tech. You guys drives you crazy, right? Let's go to Amazon. Amazon. Oh my gosh, I miss my Google. I don't like you, Bing. Somebody must tell me what I'm doing wrong on Bing because, man, I feel like they've got nothing on Google. All right, so I'm going to Amazon again just to show you. Okay, so I'm looking for the 9x7 shed. It pretty much looks like this, as you may recall. Again, these people wouldn't have to pay tax. I don't remember with Amazon, but either way, that's $2,200. If they're going to buy from me at $1,200, can you see why that's a good deal for them? I'm local. They've got any issue. Also, since I have 3 of them, let's say that somebody opens one up and they say, oh, that doorknob is missing from the front of it. Well, okay, I can go grab one from another one of my sheds, get it to them, and then hold the last one back until I get Ketter to send me another door handle. Or I sell the last one saying, listen, I'm so sorry. I'm going to sell this one for $900. It's brand new, but the only thing it's missing is the door handle. You have some leverage there. If somebody calls and says, I'll only give you 500, say, I can't do that, but I do have one missing a door handle that I could let you have for 900. They're going to buy it. Look at the savings there. Look at that. Okay. They're saving like a lot of money in one shot, and it's cool. They get to keep their yard stuff dry. It's awesome. So there's good for everybody, and that's kind of why I'm looking at that. So I just wanted to give you an example of when the stuff that doesn't sell, fine. But remember, most of the stuff is great stuff, and when you're buying what I tell you to buy. Again, everybody wants a Dyson vacuum, and that's easy for you to test. Everybody wants an air fryer, and they're easy to test. Everybody wants a chest freezer, and they're easy to test. You just plug them in and put a cup of water in there, and if it freezes, bing, you're good. So there's things I can show you. I don't think clothing is a great thing to do. I think that it's too size specific. I don't think shoes are a good thing to do. But again, you can scale it on what you like. Everyone likes JBL and everyone likes Beats. There's stuff out there. So I'll go ahead and end this video now, but I wanted to show you the good, the bad, like with that table. But as you can see, it shakes out to where I'm making a nice income. And one of the other benefits about it is $1,000 this month good for you? Or, would you prefer to scale it up? And if you're saying, hey, I don't, that's all well and good for you, Amy, but you spent $2,100 to get into it. Can you go out and get a credit card that has $2,100 on it? We can get you, these people want to be paid by wire transfer, but there are ways that you can use the credit card to pay those wire transfers. Yes, there's a little bit more in fees. And remember that that's a cost of doing business. So you add it into your cost the same way that I said that I have $500 in expenses because I don't want to do all the hands-on work anymore because I've been doing it so long. It's part of the cost of doing business. But at the end of the day, it's not what it costs you. It's what it makes you. All right, guys. All right. Let me see if I can figure my way out of this recording. I'm so low tech. Anyway, so thank you again. And we'll see if this provides some value for you so that you can see kind of what's going on and how you can buy and sell stuff. So, all right, I'm going to try to close you all out. Talk to you soon.